Hi, people who watch the Cosmic Rejects YouTube channel. Sorry I haven't uploaded anything in a while. I went insane, and am still pretty fucked up. I'm regaining my normalcy, and videos will return shortly. I've also come to terms with certain things, as is my autism and my limitations as a human being. Beyond that, yeah, there'll be more videos again. I'm just trying to get back to a normal head. Please enjoy this Bell Hill Saga episode. At Lookout Peak, the living UFO is just, oh my god, kidnapping hikers, all the people who decided to not have sex in their parents' house and just drive up to their car. Lots of young lovers are getting kidnapped right now. The van arrives to see the living UFO. The living UFO lowers itself, turns to the van, and speaks menacingly. Sup, bitches.
Red turn.
All right, there's that goosebump again, guys. I think we're gonna fight Marty's dad.
Oh, the monster is Marty Senior, so I don't have to ask if Marty actually knows about Ty's van.
I think that lisp is genetic. Oh, also, would it be fair to say that I recognize the voice, having known Marty Jr. before?
Yeah.
I've probably met his dad.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a.
Are we gonna make him an orphan? We're gonna damn sure try.
I know his mom just got diabetes too. Oh, poor Marty. Anyway, the team decides to exit, and of course, because of the last two games, you guys start every battle with a counter. The bet also, when it comes to you guys, the best way to help out Blue is to use your special turns. And I just want to remind people, Pink's special turn, when you take time to confide in someone, the person you confide in receives a token. So I would be I'm just gonna say, if you're about to get into this battle, I would start confiding in your man Jay. And then Red, of course, confide in him. He's like, dude, I'm scared. That'd be something like that. And he would get if you told him you were scared, he would get one. And then Ray, and then of course your team is your thing is you get a token every time you solve someone else's problem. So yeah, you do. I'm gonna go. All right, so my turn. Everybody did a bunch of regular turns, so I can. What's up?
Did we arrive suited or unsuited?
You arrived unsuited. You're in your car.
Okay, we're in the car.
Yeah.
He's looking at us. We're looking at him.
Yeah, but you have tinted windows, so you know. So you're slightly obscured. So he could see that it's definitely 3 kids, but he doesn't know exactly which 3 kids. He knows him, but he wouldn't know him if he was costumed, and he also wouldn't know your van because it's. So y'all gonna Henshin? All right, this is a group turn. So group turns, group actions. When the squad confronts danger, the colors present gain a token. Oh, sweet! So you guys are facing the danger together, right? Yeah. Everybody gets a token! Yeah, that helps. Where did that red one go? I'll find it. Thank you. So there you go. You get a weapon and a morph. All right, so everybody's facing danger right now, so all their characters present do get a token. Now I got to remember that one. That's going to help you guys out a lot. I'm probably the only DM concerned with helping you guys. I watch other RPG podcasts, the DM's trying to wreck shit.
It's because you know.
I know. I like you dudes. All right,
So that is the first take on being a team.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody henshins. So I guess everybody henshins, busts out the back. So I guess you. Yeah, I'll henshin, do the thing.
Was the given?
Do you want to go down the?
Wait, was given the points pointless if we were gonna all transform at the same time?
Well, you can give me. Yeah, pretty much. No, pretty much it was all pointless just to give it to them because they're all gonna henshin anyway. So there you go. There you go. Free.
Can I safely assume that because he's embodies strength, it's not he has his strength.
Yeah, no, he's a tank. He's durable. Yeah, he can take the damage. But there's this, however, here's the thing. Up to this point, y'all have been dealing with land-based villains. You can fly.
Can you use a different catchphrase this time?
So anyway, the monster freaks henshin. They bust out the back. They then turn around, walk to the front of the van where the high beams are on. They stand. There's still Johan's back at the place. Johan's not with you guys. Yep. No, your car is parked. It's just the high beams are on and the back door is open. But that's okay. Everyone's kidnapped, so the likelihood of you being robbed is minimal. All right. So they make a cool pose in front of the high beams. Of course, the living UFO responds. So you must be the monster freaks. I have to say, pretty cool costumes. I gotta admit, I've got some pretty cool things on my person too. Like, laser guns extend from tentacles on his back and fires at them. So, red turn.
Jay, I need you to throw me.
Oh, I was just simultaneously putting a shield up. Shields up with the Ankh.
Okay, so you're making a strong magic shield.
Okay, so I grab you by the back of your.
You're gonna cut my ass with a fastball special.
That's a joke from X-Men. What the fastball special is that somebody throws somebody, mostly Colossus, cuts Wolverine by his feet and ass, and then throws him at the enemy at full force.
Okay, I mean, I was gonna leave you with some dignity and use the back of your neck and back of your belt, but okay. But if he specifically wants the curveball special, fastball special, then I will oblige.
Quick thinking. Maru puts up a shield. They put up a shield. They last for a couple seconds, but they do stop the attack. Jay and Ty together perform the fastball special. Jay throws Ty at the living UFO. Jay grabs onto his torso and is now pretty much rodeo riding this fool for his life. All right, red turn.
I got him on the rope, guys! I got him on the ropes!
Man, why did I imagine him being served like a volleyball? I need to watch. I need to stop watching sports dramas.
Blue turn. You got one. You can use one per turn. If you want to start using light turns or something.
I'm going to try to construct some sort of projectile and with my lightning spear. Do I summon my weapon?
Okay, so you summon. Okay, so you would. I guess you keep your point. Yeah, you would keep your point because you would earn a point for constructing something dangerous, but you would lose a point for summoning your weapon. So you're even. You're coming out even on this turn.
All right. So, yes, Ty.
It's as a side note. Can I try to summon my weapons out and like yell at him to like aim at my weapons?
Well, when it's your turn.
So I want to construct a sort of projectile with my lightning spear. Initially, aiming for anything that looks like thrusters or whatever mechanic is keeping him afloat.
Mm-hmm. Like his undercarriage.
Yeah. Because he's above us and it is exposed, and I feel uncomfortable about that.
His gaping hole that he keeps shoving people into.
I didn't want to phrase it like that, but yes.
It's like in my mind, everybody's in like a pocket dimension screaming or something. Yeah, they're not dead. All right, cool. So you construct a projectile weapon using the electric power of your spear. It all folds around it, and you attempt to fire. However, Ty keeps holding on. However, he gains a bit of footing on the the floating skirt of the living UFO. So now he's no longer rodeo riding. He's just kind of he's on his back, and he's got like a good good angle on him. And then Maru is just chilling. He's doing. Maru also does things.
You should have the shield up, yeah. How would you describe brooding slash?
Brooding slash?
Yeah.
It's whatever you want it to be. But if you want it to be like for me, I kind of picture it like
How do you picture
typical
it?
Power Ranger move, where it's like it's just like, and then it's just like a big slash, and you can see the cartoon little slash mark be drawn in the air, and it's like will be sparks in this case because it's technically a kid's show.
I summon my daggers, dual knives, as I'm eyeing something that looks very important. This looks important. Brooding slash.
Now keep in mind,
Yeah.
you guys. Now keep in mind, you have a new armor piece that you won last game.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how to obtain that in the story.
No, I'll tell you. I'll give you an assist for that.
Alright.
But what do you want to do this turn?
Okay, you're both doing good, but I don't know how much I can keep this. I don't know how much I can keep this up. Keep this shield up.
Okay, so you remade another shield this time. So you're protecting. I guess you're protecting Jay.
Yeah, Jay, because he's. Remind me what you
He's
were.
shooting projectiles.
Okay.
You're covering Jay with the shield. Okay, cool.
I'm covering Jay with the shield.
You be in there for someone.
Anything else that looks like a weakness or a weak point? Ty's already slashing at like important looking bits.
On his back, yeah.
Huh?
There's like
I'm mounting, so I'm
he's kind of like feels like sort of like he's like kind of like he's grabbing.
Okay.
Here and then. Like
Okay.
Something like probably like something important on his spine or something. And then you're firing at the undercarriage, so both of you got pretty
Okay.
So both of you guys have pretty solid spots.
Okay, yeah. I continue aiming at his undercarriage.
Okay.
I don't like saying that.
The brooding slash makes a direct hit to his spine. This shuts off most of his organic weapons, and the living UFO screams in pain. Jay takes the shot. The living UFO takes a direct hit and begins heading towards the the ground. Ty still very much holding on to him, falling from the sky as well. Maru keeps up his shield. But Mario keeps up his shield, but also his phone begins. Also, his cell phone begins to ring.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm in the middle of something, not right now.
It's the ringtone. The ringtone on the phone specifies that it's Johan.
Okay.
It's some kind of. It's like a cuckoo clock. That's the ringtone. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Red turn.
Wait.
So you're hurtling to the ground right now.
Okay, listen. I'm falling with him. Can somebody catch me?
Beep, Johan. I'm in the middle of something here.
I rush forward in an attempt to catch Ty. Question though, his costume has a cape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would he be able to like slow his descent enough?
Probably.
Yeah.
He is a vampire girl. So Jay points out to Ty he should use his cape to lower his ascent. Ty listens and totally works. In fact, he glides down in a really cool pose. Everybody who wasn't kidnapped is like, yo, that was pretty sick. Just for comedy's sake, Ty lands, like his foot kind of like gracefully touching the ground, and then him standing, and the living UFO then falls in a huge thud. The living UFO's undercarriage then splits into multiple legs, and he uses his claws to pick himself up. Alright. So we're not gonna handle this in the sky. I can handle this in mano a mano. Let's do this. I got these big ass claws. Alright, and while that's going on, Maru listens to Johan through his phone. Oh, I forgot to mention this. You guys are dealing with flying enemy, right? Maru's costume, it can summon the wings of Ra. All of them stare at the video phone call. Though you cannot see their faces through their masks, their posture is pretty much like, wish we could have known that a minute ago. I mean, the wings come off and become dual swords. Red turn.
Maru, I think this calls for a combo attack.
I know you're talking about the living UFO, but my emotion is pointing to someone else right now. But I know what you're saying. Let me see how to do this. Oh, there's a button. Here we go.
Button on your suit.
So we all ready our weapons for our scythe weapon, or
If you want to form the weapon, yeah, because that's a freebie if you guys form the weapon.
we doing that?
But
Or
also you can do individual finish. But also you guys can do like a group individual finisher. Like I'll take that because that happens so much in Super Sentai now. So like that would also give like Maru, like I guess for funsies' sake, for the audience, and Maru would give you a chance to actually use his power here.
right? Okay.
Because he's popping out dual swords. I have my dual knives. You have a spear. That's electric.
Now he has like a cool ass jetpack, and the wings pop off and like are big old dual swords. Yeah.
Could I toss him my gun?
Your skeleton key?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that going to cost a point?
If you want to summon the weapon, sure. Okay, cool.
Give Mara time to learn these though.
No, it's fine. Because he's getting my gun.
Okay.
Alright, a lot of you probably didn't hear that because it was muffled and anything. Alright, Sai summons his skeleton key gun. Maru has his wings of Ra. He splits off the wings to turn them into dual swords. And Jay stands alone with his spear. Alright, so they all charge and
You have the spear and the gun.
do you want to like try to combine those? Try to combine those?
For him particularly, because like if I
Just my lightning spear and skull.
yeah, I'm thinking just the gun and the spear, like combo
Cool.
attached.
Why not? Yeah. So like they decide to
It'll power up your moves.
Yeah. So he tosses the okay. So like in that case, you have both your weapons out, so that makes sense. All right. So in that case, he tosses the skeleton key gun to Jay. Jay slots his spear under it, which gives the gun an electric boost. It's like it even like absorbs the spear into its like handle, so it's like you're loading it. And they all prepare for a team attack. They point their weapon. They point their weapons at the living UFO, and they let it go. The two golden slashes that bisect the living UFO thanks to Maru. Another brooding slash comes in, ices him even further, and then Blue Frankenstein points the gun, fires. A tiny black hole bullet is fired, and it sucks and absorbs the remaining chunks of the living UFO. The only thing being left is a large claw. Red turn.
Maru, why are your swords bigger than my knives?
Because these are swords and so there's knives.
So hold up, did we kill him?
There's a claw.
Right, yeah, but like,
So if there's a piece remaining, you know it's about to happen, right?
right, yeah,
Skeletal maggots are about to come.
yeah. So I was kind of hopeful I would get to ruin Marty Jr.'s day, but all right.
I mean, that's the intention. So yeah, so like just like last time, a bunch of onyx black maggots with skulls for faces come up, completely consume the living UFO's claw, and then replicate in mass and stack on top of each other until he is a giant living UFO. I think there's only one thing to do here as the narrator. What do you guys think? Red turn.
That's a big daddy. All right, we need the machines.
So, yeah, guys, come back to us. Wait, you know the catchphrase, right?
Rise Monster. And by the way, this is all you confronting danger together, so that's if all of you do it together, I don't have to give you points to some of them.
Rise, monster machines!
There you go.
I wanted to use the wings though.
Don't have another chance to use the wings. To you guys, I'll leave that to the mind's eye. All right, as you know, from the beach pops out the Nile crocodile. Lightning strikes the earth. Colossal monster is there. Flying in from the moon silhouette is, of course, the Megabat. Everybody hops into their mechs and they prepare to fight the living UFO. Red turn.
All we gotta do is make sure he does not fly. Do not fly. Do not fly.
I understand. You're correct, but part of me feels unsatisfied about knowing that my wings exist.
I had wings the whole time. Flying everywhere now.
I'm flying in the DMs.
Okay. So now that my colleagues have wings, I'm just
I glide.
semantics.
The winged creatures.
Yes, you now winged creatures, and I've got a, albeit cool, gorilla-looking mech, but gorilla-looking Franken mech. Still unsatisfactory.
Hey, I respect the gun cannon.
All of them failing to react effectively. Is standing there talking to each other inside their mechs in the intercom. The living UFO straight up flies with it, floats in the air, his claws out to his size, T-posing for dominance, and then spins as hard as he can, slapping all of your mechs at once.
Wait, they're not combined yet?
No, they're not combined. You guys did not decide to do that. You just summoned them. You're all individual right now. So he is bitch slapping your individual mechs as a spin. Red turn.
Guys, you might need to combine. I just got slapped by space crabs.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. We can talk about this later.
I will also get an STI test to see if it's not communal.
All right, big fun Megazord sequence. The massive monster stands upright, retracts its legs into itself to form knees to like thighs to knees. Retracts its arms into itself to form shoulder pads. The Nile crocodile splits the lower half of its body to become the lower half of the feet, and the lower half of its body become the arms. And the Megabat flies down, becoming the chest plate and wings, and its head slides over the massive monster's head. The mouth opens, revealing the Megamech's face, and here it is. What the fuck did we decide this was called last time? It was the Shadow something, right? Shadow Titan. And the Shadow Titan revealed, and the Shadow Titan is reborn once again. The Shadow Titan is reborn once again. I know, because we had a long conversation about what the hell to name this thing. Because Shadow Stalker wasn't cool enough. So anyway, the Shadow Titan readies itself. Red turn.
Maru, do you think we can use your wings, considering he's right above our heads and levitating with his undercarriage above us?
Let's see. I have the wings. Let me see if I can. There we go. Maybe I can fit it here. Bloop.
While they're getting the wings set up, I'm frantically readying our weapon systems to like blast this dude out of the sky because I'm done with this. I refuse to look up until we are at eye level with this thing.
All right, everyone takes their action. I'm gonna go in reverse. Jay readies the weapons and fires the cannons. The cannons, which used to be on Colossal Monster's back, they now hang off the side of the Shadow Titan. They raise up and fire. They one shot misses. The other shot makes a hit at the kind of the edge of his undercarriage, knocking him slightly, kind of like tilting him down that way. Maru taking off his little bit of chest armor and placing it into for some reason there's like a box behind you guys you never noticed before that you could slot your weapons and power-ups into.
Yeah, last time we didn't look behind us when we were playing.
So anyway, he slots his chest armor in there. He closes it, and its normal bat wings slide up, and out its back it grows two eagle wings. It grows a pair of eagle wings. So now it has 4 wings, bat wings and eagle wings, and it rises up. It rises up as it's firing volleys at the living UFO.
Have we had time to discuss yet? How are we going to save the civilians that he took to his undercarriage?
Well, it's kind of a good thing that he came back to life, isn't it?
Think I might have an idea, but you're not gonna like it, Jay.
I think I know where you're going.
Okay, is there any way that I can manipulate or repurpose the skeleton key laser gun to reverse?
No, you mean like where it shoots portals? Do you want to open a portal to let all those people out?
Yeah.
Sure, you can totally do that. That's how the skeleton key gun works.
Okay, so I want to do that and then like have sort of like out of portal. I guess try to shoot into his undercarriage, and then the other one down there, so like people aren't just falling.
All right. The team instinctively knew Maru's plan and hated every second of it. Yeah, Maru himself included. The Shadow Titan flies into the living UFO's undercarriage. However, it's not exactly what they were expecting. When they expected to be organs, flesh, and viscera, it is instead a white void with a empty chair and a television set. And this giant, and all of these people are sitting around, all these people who, by the way, have been kidnapped over the past 20 years, are sitting around this television unharmed and unaged. Just really, really, really bored. Their boredom and terror is immediately impacted because in front of the television, a robot head has just appeared. The newer captees are excited. Oh, thank God, it's the monster freaks! Someone from 20 years ago looks at him. Wait, we're excited for a group of people called the monster freaks? Blue opens up the power-up box, places the skeleton key gun in it, slaps it, and the mech opens its hand and summons a giant skeleton key gun. Then shoots the people, capturing them inside a black hole. They then pull them. They then unlock. They then one arm, kind of like pushing itself down, all Looney Tunes style, pushes itself out of the undercarriage. It plops down. Since it has better wing stability now, it immediately catches the Shadow Titan. Immediately catches itself in the air, and it quickly shoots another black hole on the ground, rescuing all of the people who have been kidnapped, not only recently but over the past 20 years. So you guys saved a bunch of people you didn't even expect to save. The living UFO is pissed. You stupid sons of bitches. Hold on now. I've been sustaining off their life force for 20 years, and damn it, I'm gonna eat yours now. He then angrily charges at them. All right, team, how you want to handle it? Do you want to guys do an individual turn, or do you guys just want to go ahead for the group finisher?
Do you want to go outside instead of...
Okay, so they go for the group finisher. All right. The mech, while still floating through the air, points the skeleton key gun at the living UFO. It fires 4 shots. One shot at the right claw, the other shot at the left claw, the other shot at the head, and the other shot at the undercarriage. Therefore, sucking away his head, arms, and flotation device, leaving only his torso. They then summon their mega scythe and cut and slash the rest of him in half. On the molecular level, the surviving bits of him explode into the monster freak insignia. The mech turns around, does a cool pose, holding the scythe over his back, and the gun pointed at a camera that doesn't exist. They do not control that part of the mech. It just does it. Well, it's gotta look cool. All right, fast forward to 2 o'clock in the morning. The police arrive at Lookout Point, and they find all of the people who have been kidnapped. They find them, they talk to them. They're surprised to know that, holy crap, there's people from 20 years ago, and they still look like they have not aged a day. Meanwhile, the monster freaks, now back in their civilian forms, drive back to the Bella Theater to see what's happening. They're happy to learn that everybody's left, including Marty. It's just Johan counting his money outside the theater. So, kids have a fun night. Red turn.
Oh yeah, no, Johan, definitely. We just orphaned our classmate Marty's. We orphaned him. Yeah, that's definitely fun for tonight.
Either Marty's rubbing off on me, or I'm considering putting up an official social media for our group.
Fan site.
Yeah, our fan site.
So we have orphaned Marty preemptively.
You get to talk to him.
Someone's gonna talk to Marty, or you don't have to. You just go fuck him.
Yeah, here, how?
Yeah.
Good night, question.
No, okay, so no. This'll work. Okay.
Are you sure?
This will work. So he said his dad goes off on business trips routinely.
Right.
Apparently, the living UFO has been gallivanting across the states for whatever reason, and then just fucking goes. All right. So it'll be a while. It'll be a while before Marty connects the dots. It'll be a while before anybody's looking for Marty Sr. So in that time, we can continue on with our lives as if nothing ever happened, and we don't have to speak of this ever again.
Are you?
Okay, no, red turn. Let's discuss all of this.
Let's understand this. He sees you at school. Cool. He's going to remind you of his dad's undercarriage. You're going to look at him. You're going to imagine his dad transforming into the living UFO and us entering said prison, and out of it. You're going to talk to him the most compared to us. We're fine. You're screwed, Jay.
I don't want to say it out loud, but I really hope Jay doesn't kill Marty for this specific reason.
I will console myself with the fact he no longer exists. And he is gone and no longer of this world by our hands. I will take satisfaction in that. Marty Jr. can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And hey, even if you have something to say, you have myself, Ty, and Johan. So
He's on a business trip.
What? Were you kids talking? I was counting my money.
No, we were having a private conversation, Johan. It's fine.
Cool.
We took out the UFO. We took out the UFO and we saved a whole bunch of people. There are apparently people from like 20 years ago. I just explained the whole thing where like we found like a pocket space where like all these people were being kept. And I hypothesized that maybe there's people that know of the Monster Freaks from Johan's time.
Way longer ago.
How much longer was it?
It was in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
It was 20 years ago.
They're
Okay.
in the 80s.
The UFO would have started coming around in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Scratch that then.
So that's why
no.
That's why people inside them like, wait, we're excited to be rescued by a bunch of people called the Monster Freaks?
So, another tangent. How are these people going to be re-entered into society if they've
If it's your concern.
That's not a problem, no.
it's a passing query. I'm interested.
That's like 30 going on 13. That's...
Yeah, but I mean, like, we only see this in like that chick flicks.
with so many questions to be asked and so many answers to be given, we end our episode of the Monster Freaks in a state of what the fuck, and Johan happily counting his money. We will see you guys. We will see you guys for another adventure. What's up?
How does Vera feel about this?
Who?
Vera, like the antagonist?
Oh, Samantha?
Yeah, Samantha. That's
Why not? Why not? You know what? Let's pop over to see what Samantha's doing. All right, so we pop back to Dark Studios. Samantha in her office, her face planted against the desk. Large bottles of whiskey, completely emptied. The Tomb Warden pops in. Hello, boss. I mean, hello, boss. You can do your normal voice. I don't care. Oh, well, I'll research more people to kill the Monster Freaks, and I'll be back in tomorrow. It's 3 a.m. You should really go home. I mean, maybe take the day off. You know what? I think it's time for me to get off my ass and handle this myself. Okay, guys, let's do the VIP round. All right, so yeah, we're gonna end this game. We're gonna end the game, and as is tradition with Henshin, when the game ends, we all go around and we vote for who we thought the MVP was. Starting off with Ty, who do you think was the VIP? You cannot vote for yourself. You can only vote for other people.
I think Declan should get the MVP position for this episode, hugely from the commentary, the sense, and the excruciating reaction to Marty Sr., and the U word that we have to deal with today.
I also put my vote on Declan's character because we got to develop a backstory, and because we also established a difference in approach to individuals.
I'm not in defeat. That's what I'm trying out.
Yeah.
My vote goes to Maru. I think we had fun this time. Like, you got some cool badass wings. Gonna try to figure out how your croc can fly. Yeah, this was a a lot more Maru involved. So
Yeah, I think it's no surprise here. My vote is also for Declan's character Jay. Oh man, you're so funny. You were just so funny this whole game. I could not. I had to stop. Like, we all had to stop ourselves from laughing, just like to keep going with this. So yeah, no, you're clearly the VIP here. So as always, I'm gonna ask you, what do you want your reward to be when we next play this game? And I'm gonna go. So your choices are. So you have you are without a doubt a capable fighter, and no one will consider you weak. That's and when they rely, and no one consider you weak when you rely on your brain. That's like a once-use thing, and then a multi-use thing is the suit, weapon, mech become undeniably better, and you start each episode with a token from now on. So you can also retire your powers or swap colors.
I think I'll take a mech upgrade.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, next time we play this game, next time we record, we'll do a mech upgrade. All right, and as always, I've been Zeke Fowler. I am the owner of the Cosmic Rejects channel, and I'm very happy that y'all came to listen to our fun little podcast. Going around, we have
Declan Rhem. I don't have anything else that I'm working on right now. Currently just working on this podcast with these wonderful guys. And I hope we can entertain you some more.
Matsumura Kouta. I also still don't have much to show besides this podcast.
And this is Tyler Nguyen, director of What the Fu Gaming on YouTube and Facebook, along with What the Fu over at Twitch and Mixer.
and we will see you all around the Milky Way. Ta-ta.